Such a good song. Makes you feel everything that you should be feeling. Today we're going to talk about The Price of a Mile, or rather we're going to listen to it. I've been looking up a lot about the song, and I couldn't really figure out how many people died on the 1 mile they were talking about, but what I gathered, the Battle of Passchendaele, because that is what this is about, in World War I, the whole campaign cost about 500,000 lives, which is a lot. But I don't think I have to tell you that. Like, if you remember the Sabaton concert at Woodstock 2012 in Poland, I think had officially 550,000 people. So that's little more than what died there. And if you see the camera pan over that crowd, you can see that it is absolutely humongous. Like, imagine all of those dropping dead. It's basically what happened at the Battle of Passchendaele. Usually when I prepare a song, I go to the Sabaton fandom wiki and I just look at the one song and see what it's about, see a little bit of history about the actual event and what the band members think of it. And like, I know this song was written in the dead of night, and they liked it that much that Per, I think it's Per, basically insisted that Joachim's finish the song in the middle of the night, which is great. But there's a quote that I really like, and I'm going to read it to you. If you don't like it, then skip to the start of the reaction. It's going to be right after. There's a quote about the last survivor of the Battle of Passchendaele, and I'm going to read it out for you. I fell in a trench. There was a fella there. He must have been about our age. I don't know what that age would have been, but he was ripped shoulder to waist with shrapnel. I held his hand for the last 60 seconds of his life. He said only one word. Mother. I didn't see her, but she was there. No doubt about it. He passed from his life into the next, and I felt as if I was in God's presence. I never got over it. You never forget it. Never. This was Harry Patch, the last living survivor of Passchendaele. To feel it as if you are in God's presence. Can you imagine in a battlefield where 500,000 people around you are dying? Like the whole campaign, obviously. So not all 500,000 people at once. But wow. So we're going to do a double reaction this time. We're going to do a music video. And we are going to do a live performance of this song. Right? Now.
Throw your soldiers
Gnarly.
into positions whence there is no escape, and they will prefer death to flight.
Nasty. Sweet guitar. It's much slower than I would anticipate. Nice tune.
Rains the scene, scars the fields that once were green. It's a stalemate at the front line, where the soldiers rest in mud. Roads and houses, all is gone. There's no glory to be won. Know that many men will suffer. Know that many men will die. 500,000 lives at stake, as the fields of Passchendaele, and as the night falls the general.
Wait, that Passchendaele, like how he said it, it was so suave, so light. I'm not used, like there was no grit in that voice. And like, when I hear Joachim, I think grit. This song starts off so almost feels like desolation. So quiet and almost tender. Like, probably in honor of all those lives, because it's basically sort of a grieving message. No, it's not a grieving. I don't know. It's wow. Solid commentary there, right? Let's go back a little bit. Imagine sitting in that mud. Like, every hole there is either dug or a crater, like impact crater, and you're sitting in there fighting in the mud, in the wet, and it's everything is miserable. Shit.
As the fields of Passchendaele, and as the night falls, the general calls, and the battle carries on. And
They fought through the night?
what is the purpose of it all?
Obviously.
Price of a mile.
Much.
Beat march to the beat. It's an army on the march. Long way from home, paying the price in young men's lives. Thousands of feet march to the beat. It's an army in despair. Knee deep in mud, stuck in a trench with no way out.
There is no way out.
Thousands of machine guns kept on firing through the night. Mortars placed and wrecked the scene. Guns the fields that once were green.
Yeah, that stuff, that won't work.
The front line where the soldiers died.
Oh my god. The guy next to him just got blown to pieces and he's just sitting there. That could have been me. I don't know if you have ever seen this. Like, I see carriage wheels now. I'm pretty sure that's not the carriage I'm thinking of right now, but I've seen images from World War One, like the aftermath, is where like horse and carriage would go round the battlefield and collect the dead. Horse and carriage, because right, it's this was 1917, I think. I'm not sure. I'll put it somewhere if I was correct. But you see horse and carriage go around and picking up the dead, and they had a lot of work. They had a lot of work in this battle. Shit. Shit.
Roads and houses since long gone. Still no glory has been won. Know that many men have suffered. Know that many men has died. 6 months of ground has been won. 500,000 men are gone. And as the men
500,000.
and the killing carried on.
This is it. I know I stop a lot, but I kind of have to. Like, when they talk about the general says, like, when the old men, the generals say, you go and fight, the young men go in and die. Right?
The general called and the killing carried on. And on. What was the purpose of it all?
What was it?
Was the price of a mile? Thousands of feet march to the beat. It's an army on the march. Long way from home, paying the price in young men's lives. Thousands of feet march to the beat. It's an army in despair.
I love the accuracy of the weapons and the gear and everything.
Stuck in the trench with no way out.
I love that bit.
Young men are dying.
Wow.
They pay the price. Oh, how they suffer. Don't tell me what's the price.
Reload, fast. Wow. Was that a bayonet through the hand? Oh, wow. Total shock. Didn't even realize it. Total shock. Did you just see people like with the butt end of a shovel and with rocks and a bayonet through the hand? This is... I have goosebumps right now. Think about that. Like, you see an army rushing at you, you have to reload your machine gun, you have to be fast enough to kill somebody you don't even know. Like, you see an army storming at you. This is an army of people that are doing what they're being told, like you. You don't hate them. Well, you might hate them. You might hate the general concept of what is going on. But you don't necessarily hate the guy in front of you. You don't know him. And you have to shoot him without thinking again. This could be a father. This could be a son. This could be whatever. This is why Enlisted i Krig hit so much. I'm thinking of relatives. I'm thinking of what this did with them. Right? Not at the moment, if they survived, but like, imagine what it would do to them in the years after. The remainder of their life, I'm pretty sure of it. Oh my God, how old is he? 16? Total shell shock. Oh, the beat.
Long way from home, paying the price in young men's lives. Thousands of feet march to the beat. It's an army in despair. Knee deep in mud, stuck in a trench with no way out. Thousands of feet march to the beat. It's an army on the march. Long way from home, paying the price in young men's lives. Thousands of feet march to the beat. It's an army in despair. Knee deep.
Almost looked like Jesus on a cross in the middle of the battlefield.
Thousands of feet march to the beat. It's an army on the march. Long way from home, paying the price in young men's lives. Thousands of feet march to the beat. It's an army in despair.
1917. 5,000 lives. Okay. Wow. Yep. It's... So I think I've said everything that should be said, but there's one little thing that I want to add, is that when I listen to a song like this, and when I think it's really good, this is one of those songs where I feel like I almost feel guilty for enjoying the song, because it is talking about a lot of death, not glorifying it. Let's get that straight, right? We're not glorifying anything. It almost feels guilty to enjoy this because there's so much death involved, but it's also a story that should be told, because this is what made the world, right? These kind of events made the world what it is right now, and you should not glorify it, but you should remember it, and you should be thankful for it, for the outcome, the eventual outcome. I know, obviously, there was another world war, so we didn't learn that much from it, but let's say I have hope for humanity and thinking that the world will be better after these kind of events. Like, we've learned from it. We set a certain number of rules, boundaries that the world's leaders, world military should adhere to. Let's hope, really hope, that we learned from it and that we will not have a third one. Right? So let's not. And now let's go to the next video. Wow! Incidental rhyme. You gotta love it.
Now we're gonna tell you a sad story.
And I just love this festival.
The price of a mile.
The amount of people there died in the old campaign. Oh yes! Are we going to do Wall of Death? Yes, we are! Just love to see this guy live. man just radiates power.
Sound of a machine gun, hear it echo in the night. Mortars firing, rains the sea, scars the fields that once were green. It's a stalemate at the front line, where the soldiers rest in mud. Roads and houses, all is gone. There's no glory to be won.
No glory to be won.
Suffer, know that many men will die. Half a million lives at stake at the fields of Passchendaele. And as the night falls, the general calls, and the battle carries on and on. What is the purpose of it all? What's the price for a fight? Thousands of feet march to the beat. It's an army on the march. Long way from home, paying the price a young man's life. Thousands of feet march to the beat. It's an army in despair. Knee deep in mud, stuck in a trench with no way out.
What I read on the wiki page is that it almost feels very double to them, like to sing this song on stage with big smiles on their face because of what they're singing. And I just saw him do that, like to have that big smile at the very start of the video, of the concert, of the performance. But I think you can. But I think this resonates with what I just said earlier, like almost feeling guilty about enjoying this song. No, you can enjoy it. Just don't forget it. And when you see that crowd enjoying that song, and you know they're taking in that lesson because that's what they're doing, if they want it or not, right? You have to smile, I think. You better smile. So maybe I shouldn't feel guilty after all. And as I said, this guy just resonates like power. This guy is the image of badassery. I love this guy so much. From what I learned is that I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. Per, I think. This is one of his favorite songs to perform, and Hannes really likes it because the beat is so slow. So yes, I do investigate the song before I start. I think it's obvious now, right?
Thousands of machine guns kept them burning through the night. Mortars blazed and wrecked the scene. Lost the fields that once were green. Still a deadlock at the front line, where the soldiers
He's so
die
into the
alone.
crowd. I love that.
Roads and houses seems long gone. Still no glory has been won. Many men have suffered. Know that many men have died. Sixpence of
It
ground
pulls you in.
half a million men are gone. And as the men crawl, the general call, and the killing carries on and on. What is the purpose of it all? What's the price of a fight? Thousands of feet march to the beat. It's an army on the march. No way from home, paying the price a young man's life. Thousands of feet march to the beat. It's an army in despair.
Despair, that's the right word.
In mud, stuck in a trench with no way out.
But also commitment. Love this bit.
You're never dying. They pay the price. Oh, how they suffer. So tell me, what's the price of
This guy knows it. He knows how to do his craft. How to move people. Keep it coming, keep it coming.
thousands of feet march to the beat. It's an army on the march. No way from home, pay the price.
long way from home.
Such a good song. Makes you feel everything that you should be feeling.
It's an army in despair, knee deep in mud, stuck in a trench with no way out.
Look at that crowd booming. All these people at the end of the campaign.
With no way out.
They know it. They know it. Well done, peeps. Look at that crowd. Holy shit, that's so big. Whoo! Wow. Okay. So, yes, by all means, people, do not forget these lessons. This was a song filled of, like, desperation, commitment. People that basically gave in, but yet had to persevere and just continue going on. If somebody has connections to Sabaton, could you just tell me how much I appreciate? Could somebody just tell them how much I appreciate them? Sabaton, if you ever watch this, Joachim, Per, I don't know. If you ever watch this, then by all means, you need to know how much I love you guys for doing this, just telling these stories. Make sure that this does not get forgotten. Is no, not glorification of war, people. Get it out of your skulls. I know that the Sabaton fan base knows that they're not doing this, so I'm preaching to the choir. I loved it, and this wasn't as powerful as powerful message, yes, powerful. It wasn't as high energy, that's the better word, as many of the other songs I have watched. Like, if you compare this to Great War and especially the stage performance, this was the complete opposite. This was really almost close, intimate, tender, like the whole thing. And like, if you watch Great War, it's just like pure show of force. Like, you actually see like an artillery barrage going on by pyro or fireworks or whatever that was. So there's no comparison in that regard, but this may actually be one of my top favorite songs of Sabaton so far. It made you feel, and it made you feel other things that you should be feeling. Like, sometimes I don't know how to say things, but I think you get the gist of it. If you did, and if you liked what I just did here by now, then we're going to end the video, and I'm going to ask you, if you haven't done so yet, to like, subscribe, and get notified for the next video of my journey. And I want to thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments which song to do next, because I have a lot of songs on my list still, and you guys know the progression best. I'm loving Sabaton, so anything goes, just let me know. As always, only one more thing to say. Viking out. Peace!